What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? So in this video, real quick, I'm gonna do updates on the MACD with SPX, and I might as well do it with the Nasdaq to see what they're both signaling. So my yesterday I did I think I done a video explaining this. I think yesterday I ended up making a video explaining how these lines end up guiding me, helping me out. Because the way I look at the MACD is pretty much like the graph. It's pretty much the graph, but it's in its own way. It's pretty much that. It just the same shit like it told you when it's oversold, when it's overbought. Same as the candles. The candles telling you when it's getting oversold. You know the market starts peaking. You know, you keep hitting a certain price, then it starts falling down. Same thing with the Mac. But instead of having all these candles, they just give you one straightforward one, just one whole thing. Just, um, but anyways, let me start with the monthly. Monthly wise, we're still looking strong. We're in the bull run. To me, this is the bull run area right here. And we're 50% up. So with this data they're having tomorrow, along with Jack Hole on Friday, this baby is gonna blow up, and we're gonna start getting to really high peaks. And once that does happen, that's when you're gonna have to be cautious, because yeah, you're just gonna start getting some sort of pullback, or whatever here, but you're gonna get some sort of pullback. And especially when you're on the monthly getting that pullback, that means you're barely starting, or it's on the way type of thing. So, okay, because you don't want something like this to happen where the market comes back up again, but it doesn't make that high, or it doesn't even reach. So just this right here would have told you, hey, we're not looking good. But anyways, so let's go to the weekly. Again, on my prior video, I explained this area right here. You don't want to get, if you notice right here, this was your highest area when we had a lot of, that big rally on up or whatnot. And then, like I said in my other video, we have been on a trend, just like the regular graph. This weekly is telling you that there's trend. And look, it starts the same thing. Starts in October. We started this rally since October. We've been rallying for a full year rallying. So just imagine holding at the bottom of last year in October, and then just holding this whole shit. Especially if I would have known what I know now about the market and how to read it. My guy. But it's all good, you guys. So we've been on a trend, right? And you don't want to you want to create support above it, just like the regular candles. This is what you want. This is what you want on the monthly too. Like, you want this rally. You see how it already is. This was already here, 50% after it broke this area right here. Just shut up like crazy. Created resistance. There's a resistance. So it failed. So then the fact that it was right here again was telling you, bullishness, get fucking ready, my nigga. Alright, so then we shot above all that, and then now we've been weakening, see it getting smaller. So even though the market has been pumping, this is signaling me, hey yo, we're getting weaker. And then if you've been following the market and everything these last couple of weeks, it makes sense, because now we're getting closer to election. We're getting more fear. The market, you're gonna start hearing, if the market gonna do this. I think as this is all part of it, part of the whole, um, you know, election coming. Um, who's gonna stay? Who's gonna go? You got the war. You got the whole money printing. So you have a whole bunch of things at once. So even though this, for example, and I've been saying this, they manipulate this. This is manipulated. It's manipulated. All this data is manipulated, because we're United States. We're going to a crisis. So of course we want to look good. Of course, we'll do whatever. There's a spy that said this shit. United States will do whatever to get what they want. Same as war. Same with the market. It's gonna do whatever to be number one because we always been number one. We hold everything else. Just like China affected us, we affect everybody else too, but in a major way because we're what's holding everything together. We're the start of the chain link, and we keep the rest of the chain that are hooked onto us sustained. If we fall, they all fall. So, anyways, so that's telling you the same thing. If you look at it this way. We're right there, and think of it how where we are right now. We have important, and the reason why the market didn't rally end up is because even though we had good data, the FOM minutes, whatever it was, released, notice how there wasn't really a pump, even when it first started. Like by I think 11:30 or 12 or whatnot, it just kept dumping on down to the same area, or just retracing, which led me to believe that not the market confirm, all right, cool, everything's looking good, I guess, or nothing really bad. We really want to wait to how these job openings and whatnot that we're having tomorrow. Let me see what. You have unemployment claims, so that's a major big one right there. Flash manufacturing, another high one. You got flash service PMI, another high one. Those three are gonna be your major ones. The first one is a 5:30, so expect the market again to do, especially if it was dumping like it is right now, which I it's most likely gonna stay in that. I'll explain it where SPX is gonna be most likely gonna be in the same area. If it does break that box it's been holding on this whole time, that'll be beautiful. Again, you can catch it in a rally, just like I told you yesterday, that if you do dump, pay attention at 3-4 in the morning as the market picks on up again. So anyways, unemployment's gonna be at 5:30. The rest of it, the other two, are gonna be at 6:45. So if the unemployment claims, you're gonna see how the market is gonna react. So the release of the unemployment is gonna give you a hint how the market is gonna react to it as it opens, and it's mostly gonna be like a little burst or a high burst, and then take a little pause again, because right after it opens at 6:30, 15 minutes later, you're gonna be releasing with two data that are gonna be your kind of like your major final ones, and um, you also got two more existing house sales, so that's also important too, right there. If the consumers are they buying, or if are they going up? Are they houses? People buying more houses, or um, are they selling more, or is it so all that, and then investors are gonna do whatever they do and do all that, and then you gotta see YouTubers and whatnot saying it's gotta be a fluctuating, because you're gonna have your 5:30, your 6:45, and your 7 o'clock, and then on top of that, so yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man, because you're gonna be able to take good trades, um, whether it be right now at 11:45 to 4:30, or it's gonna dump and you're gonna be able to take a nice trade like last night and do a rally and up before the market opens, especially 5:30. So by 4:35 would be a good area, because as the 5:30 or the 5 o'clock comes, it's gonna start rallying and up, depending where it is. There's this weekly line. There's a hard time passing. If you notice, I'll point out later on the videos. But and then since okay, so it's actually 4 data. Three of them, one of them at 5:30, two of them at 6:45, and the last one is at 7. I also tell the homie, and I tell everybody, pay attention to 7:45 to 8:30. That's when the market really corrects itself and then pushes on up or down, whatever the move is gonna be. On top of that, um, and I say that because if this data is good or even if it's bad, at between 7:45 to 8:30, so the data since the event's gonna be at 9:15, Jackson Hole, which is big. That's what every investor is pretty much looking forward to. It's gonna be on Friday, but it is pretty much, I want to say, maybe like a little summary or maybe like a little what's about to been what's about to what are they gonna talk about or what the Feds are gonna talk about on Friday. Um, but anyways, so um, if you're gonna go for a good entry, you're saying 45 towards 8:30 is gonna be it because that's 8:30 is gonna correct yourself and anticipate the the note or whatever it is, and especially because we close at 4 candle at 10, so it's gonna be a big move. Once you get closer to 9:15, and especially if it's good data, the market is gonna, most likely, since it's the last of the last, it's gonna give it that, that push that to make it, rallying up the rest of the, 4 or 3 hours or whatnot. Anyways, I digress. Sorry guys. Um, so anyways, yeah. So with tomorrow's data, it's gonna reject us, and we want to see you guys. We want to see a bounce here, just like we see down here, just like we saw down there. We want to bounce because we're right there, pretty much. We're right there in the trend line. So on top of that, we're right there inside the box or by the border of the box. So just like this, you want to create support and go on here, and then with the help of Friday, take us out of here and give us that swoosh, to, and then by Friday end up making us go up here, or at least bring it between these two purple lines, which is what you really want, to show you the market is about to also go on a little rally on trip or whatnot. Or it's gonna be that signal of correction, and you're gonna see it get inside here. Along with that, you're gonna see these two right here also signal something, which I'm gonna show you right now. This right here is a rally box. Notice also on the daily how right by the border. Once you get across the border, you get into the green side. You're on the other side of the fence. Like when they say the, the grass is green on the other side, like literally right here, like this side right here, it's way is where you want to be at. So the fact that they were here, the fact that we have that data tomorrow, is gonna give it like it already has 1 foot inside, and with that data being released, it's gonna make it. Oh hell yeah, thank you. And then you gotta most likely see it near this blue line, and again, passing this blue line, these blue lines right here. Again, will signal measure on rally, and then getting here, that's when you start getting really excited of, hey, the market is gonna rally, and cause that's really good signal right here. And by then the market should be fucking rallying up, and should be seeing new highs in this area right here between the two blue lines. Then the 12-hour candle finally, it's all telling you some shit to look at the past. Alright? Inside this box, this is the all-time high, or the rally boxes, if you want to call it. Look, here's what we had. What do we have here, you guys? What do you guys think happened right here between April and March? What happened in March 20th? Remember that little thing that was flying around? So anyways, and look how high it got, right? That was the highest that it's ever been. Even a 2005 crash. 2008 crash. Where we at? 15. (2008). So or right here. But notice the pattern that we always been below the blue lines. Always. We had that push right here, whatever the hell that was. I forgot. I wasn't sure what happened there. But always. All of a sudden, what's going on here, you guys? And then bam, right? So after that, notice these patterns that are showing now. Notice these crazy patterns that are showing now. So getting right here, just getting right here is good. That's what we are right now. That's what the market normally starts rejecting on down, and we start having these major dumps. Over here is when we're really getting prepare for the market to fly because blah 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 blah. So getting anyway, all this is pointing. You have the data coming out tomorrow, Jackson, which is then gonna move this and be right there. Then web next week, the end of the month, the data's gonna be released, especially after the Fed talking. He's gonna clear out everything that he's looking forward to, what he's looking for, what data he's looking forward, what do you want the data to say. All this shit's gonna be clear, and with that data the next day, investors knowing, oh shit, look, here's that data that he talked about, and it, if it's good, it's gonna go up, and because this and that. So right here is when you're gonna have all that, especially when it gets inside the purple line. That's when you're gonna have this next week is gonna have it in the holy shit, we're about to fucking shoot up, or we're about to create new highs. And now when we get in this area, that's when you really gotta be cautious, because look what happens. Look, alright, so it's not a lot that you get those, and at that time, at this range, that's as high as we ever been in years. So getting in this range, you will be really cautious, or even getting to the purple line. Just these in general, this one and this one. When you start getting to those peaks, when we start getting to these areas, that's when you really gotta be cautious, because that would be crazy if we would pass this purple line in right here, whatnot. Anyways, so that's what these candles are telling me right now. Alright, I'm gonna do another one. Should I do it on here for the Nasdaq? Oh shit. I'm gonna do one for the Nasdaq real quick, might as well. Same thing, you guys. Nasdaq is getting into a fucking rally range. Same shit. We're gonna be corrected. We're gonna start, going down. Breaking this area right here is when you be more really cautious, and by then we should already be on the downfall and be going down, because it takes this monthly line to go down. It's not like this data tomorrow is gonna make it go down. Next one, we were in this trend. We basically broke it. On top of that, we didn't create another high. And again, pay attention to this shit. Alright? This was COVID. This is how high as COVID got. And recently we've been peaking, or we've been showing signs of peaking because you create a high, but this one created a lower high. And then especially where we are right now with the Fed and what they're saying. So it's either gonna save us, because this is the last area. You see right here, you see right here, you see the rejections here. So all this is a strong area here. So this is, with this data tomorrow and next week, it's either gonna bring us down here, and that's when you're gonna, by then the market should already be dumping up, because these are weeklies. So to bring this weekly down, it takes probably 1 or 2 weeks, or 2 weeks to really move that much, especially down here. So either this purple line, we're gonna get safe, and you should see rejection or holding this purple line, And if it breaks it, that's when we're showing signs of more weakness, especially by the end of this week. You should definitely start see that. Um, and especially breaking this trend line, I don't like that, and where it's at right here, compared to the SPX or whatnot. So, anyways, and then last, no, not last one, got two more probably. Shake the 12-hour candle one. You see right here too. There's a support area here, and we're about to either again more goodness. We broke the support area, um, or with this data that's gonna correct us, and you should start seeing, especially with this week. I mean next week, it should either with this data if we get bad, and then the next one is bad, bring us down here and start seeing some sort of also weakness again. Um, and if not, then of course you're gonna start seeing it breaking these orange lines or whatnot, and close a month strong somewhere here. Finally, 12-hour candle. We're not even close to the peak. That's why I'm tripping on, like, if we're not even close to the peak, and we are where we are right now, could this possibly be a start of a little dumping? Or, because we're not even at the border. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Interesting, interesting. We still got way more. Yeah, way more. We're not even there. Fucking somewhere down here. So we're gonna have some sort of rejection on here in these areas, and that's gonna seem bad because, as you notice, these been your dumping areas, and if we've been looking, you have this shit here. So the fact that we're barely here is telling me that we're about to get some sort of good rally, and then by the end of November, September, August, we'll be somewhere in this region because it's like presidency and who's gonna get elected, and depending on the president, and we're gonna start having some crazy rally on up, or again because as history shows here, these are gonna be our peak. These is when you should be really worried if we get to these areas, and especially if we start curving here because again, these are your dumping areas right here. And it makes sense where we are right now with the market and the economy and election and all that. Alright, so that's enough of that, you guys. Yeah, but these 2 weeks are gonna tell us, because both of them are in their peak areas, not just graph wise, but MACD. That's what MACD is telling me. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go and cover SPX and Nasdaq real quick too. This is Brian Seacrest signing out. Oh shit.